Hey everyone, it's Holyman, and welcome to this video on No Man's Sky. In this video, I'll be talking about what I like about the game and what I don't like about the game, and just some general thoughts in particular. Uh, Now, this isn't a review in the sense that I'm not using my typical review format, but if you guys like this video and this video does well, I might actually change my reviews to resemble something more along the lines of this. So with that out of the way, I'll start talking about No Man's Sky. So to start, I'll say that I think the game is good, and that really occurred to me last night because before that I thought it was okay, but some things just started clicking for me, and I was really enjoying the game. So yeah, overall, I think it's a good game. And speaking about how the game is being received. I'm gonna try and be on the middle for this one because I feel like the game is somewhere in the middle of the two opposites. But on the one hand, I can see why a lot of people really love this game, even though I think some of that love is to a fault. And I can also see why people don't like this game. Even though I think a lot of the hate is unwarranted. But yeah, some of that is due to the hype that surrounded this game, and that kind of sucks. And it was really Sony who's to blame for the hype, and Hello Games a little bit, but mainly Sony. And yeah, it just kind of sucks that all the hype is just driving people to just either tear apart this game or to really love this game without admitting that there are flaws with it. So I so I really didn't have a script or anything for this video. So sorry if I ramble a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna go on to what I liked about the game, like about this game, sorry, and what I don't like about the game. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk and just see where this goes. So to start, I think the game is very pretty, and I like the use of colors in the game. And as a quick side note, remember when everything was just dull and brown and just a boring generic first person shooter? Man, that sucked. And I'm so glad that we're finally getting games that use color and are doing different things. So, sorry, quick side note. But yeah, the game has awesome use of color, and I know I've heard somewhere that people don't like the fact that there's no textures, but I think it allows them to have a cool style because even though it has no textures, they're still able to give everything kind of like a roundish shape to it. And I don't know, I just think it works. And on top of that, it's kind of a trade-off because another thing I like is how big the universe actually is. And I feel like if you were to have textures, you couldn't make this game possible. Or a couple other things, actually. Because there'd just be a lot of loading. And, sorry. I also like how when you like, okay, getting between the different stars and like just warping there with your hyperdrive, that takes some loading. But once you actually get into the system itself, there's no loading, and you can just fly in and out of the different planets' atmospheres. And I feel like if they were to make this any more graphically intensive, then you wouldn't be able to do that. So that's just my quick comments on that. And Speaking of the universe itself, I feel like this game is doing some pretty awesome things with procedural generation. Uh, and I've played for about 15 hours, and uh, not every planet has been a joy to look at, basically. Actually, a lot of them, maybe it's just my luck, but a lot of them have been barren with not a lot going on. But each place does feel different, and I like how the procedural generation, when they make a planet, you really, where am I going with this? Like, all the environments make sense, and like all the animals, like all the animals will evolve basically to kind of fit that environment, and it all just kind of makes sense. So that's really neat, and that's also part of the reasons why I think the game is good. Like one of the main reasons. Another thing I like is the sense of discovery. Like, even though some of the planets are not filled with life or anything, it's still cool to like land on a planet and then it's just like there's a question mark over there. Oh, and I also like the size too, but I'll get to that in a minute. But like there's a question mark over there. It's 2.5 minutes away walking, and then you don't know what it is. So then you walk over there, and it could be an ancient monolith that erases secrets. It could be an abandoned mining factory. It could be a trading outpost. And to keep on the theme of discovery, the game doesn't hold your hand. And I enjoy that because even though it teaches you some of the basics at the beginning, you still have to find out some of the recipes on yourself and how some systems work on your own. And discovering that on yourself is fun. Where else is that going with that? Also, the language system. I think I heard somewhere there's 4 different races of aliens you can find. And I've only found 3, but each one has their own communication, like their own language. And you slowly unlock that race's language as you go. And I find that strangely fun. Let me see here. What else? I know there's a few more things I like. Not the mining. Well, the mining's okay. It is fun to go to like a huge thing of just gold pillar or any I can't think of it, like minerals or whatever. And like you'll have a huge column, and it is oddly fun to just sit there and slowly take it out and just to watch it chip away. But where was I going with this? Oh, the incremental upgrades. I like them. It adds, yeah, sure, you don't get a lot as you go, but just the sense of growth of your character. I think they nailed that. And there's one more thing. Oh, the sense of loneliness in the world, which this is one of the things that I think is what's really divisive, because some people will say that the worlds are empty, because there are like random ships on planets that you see, but they don't really do anything, and I really like that sense of loneliness, and how like it's just you exploring a planet. And damn it, I was gonna go somewhere with that. I'll probably write it in the comments when I upload this video. So yeah, keep in mind, you should look in the comments for anything else I write, because once again, I didn't write a script, and this is all off the top of my head. But, oh, multiplayer. Uh, so I know there's been a lot of complaints about the multiplayer, and how, like, you can't see each other, which, that kind of sucks. But, uh, I went into the game knowing that it was a single player focused game. So, uh, I was okay with that because I enjoy single player more than multiplayer on most occasions. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that you're just alone in the universe. Well, not alone, but just kind of exploring at your own pace. And while it would be kind of cool to just hang out with other players, uh, I don't know. It's a pretty big universe, and it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't run into other people. Uh, Anything else? Oh yeah. God damn it, Share Factory. What I was gonna say is, I like the fact that you don't know what you look like. Uh, Really allows you to get into your character, and it makes you feel like it's you exploring the expansive universe. Anyway, I think that's all I have for what I like. So now let's get into what I don't like about the game. My main complaint with the game is that combat sucks. And I'm talking about all of it. Space combat, ground combat. It's just not good to control, and it doesn't really, like, your multi-tool when firing the bolt caster, right? Uh, I don't know. It just doesn't feel good, and uh, it's not. I don't find it fun to pick fights in the game, so I don't know. Uh, yeah, that's my number one complaint. My number two complaint is in the game you mine different materials, and you use those materials to upgrade your exosuit, your starship, and your multi-tool. And that's all you really use your materials for. Whereas in Minecraft, you get your different materials, and you can use them to do many different things. And that's part of the reason why I like that game. But in this game, you're really only mining to upgrade yourself incrementally, and that's fine. But I wish you could just do a little bit more with the actual materials that you gain. Uh, Another thing that kind of sucks is that oh shoot, I just remembered something I liked. So sorry, you can put this in what I liked, but I like the inventory system. Uh, Whenever you upgrade your exosuit or something, it adds an extra slot. And when you build an upgrade for your slot, like let's say your life support can go on for a little bit longer, or you upgrade your warp drive or something, it takes up a slot. So it really creates a interesting balance of how much do I want to upgrade my stuff to how much do I want to carry. Anyway, sorry, back to what I don't like. Um, okay, what was I going to say? Right. While I think it's cool that you can find a planet and name all the animals on the planet, uh, it sucks that the game is so big that probably nobody's going to find it. So really, kind of what's the point to specially name everything? Uh, and I think that's been a common complaint. So yeah, I kind of share that complaint too. Of there's really no point to. Besides, I mean, it is a little bit fun, but nobody's gonna see it. So why should I? Basically. Uh, what else was I gonna say? Uh, you know what? Now that I think about it, Oh god, sorry, I just ate dinner. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have done split it up into what I like and what I dislike. I probably should have just done all this in one. But uh, another thing that I kind of like is dang it, I just had it. Oh, when you talk to everything and like the text pops up, it's like a journal entry. Just a minor thing. But back to what I don't like. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Uh, shoot. Uh, is that really all I disliked? There had to have been more. Uh, Hang on. I'm gonna pause this real quick, and then I'll pick up the recording again when I come up with all the other stuff. Okay, I'm back. And I remember that there's two more things that I really don't like. Uh, First one is you do move a little bit too slow. Uh, I know you can upgrade your run, uh, but yeah, your base walking speed is just a little bit too slow. And the second thing is I wish the drive to get to the center of the universe wasn't as in your face. Uh, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's something that you find a little bit later on into the game that you uh, what's the word I'm looking for? That like gives you basically a quest. I'm using quotes, but uh, and it just helps drive you to get to the center of the universe. And I don't know. I just kind of wish you would have started the game there and had all of your recipes, and uh, you can go to the center of the universe if you want, and you can follow that path. But I wish you could also have the option to just kind of go off and do your own thing, which is probably what I would do. And uh, that's actually kind of how I've been playing the game. Is I have been following the path, but I've been taking my time on each planet and just slowly mining resources and just seeing what each planet has to offer. And I don't know. I just think that's the best way to play the game. Uh, but yeah, I think that's all I had for dislikes. If I can, again, if I can think of any more, I'll put them in the comments below. Uh, and yeah, for now, that's all I have for what I disliked. So, as I said at the beginning of this very long video, and I didn't really want it to go this long, but I'm kind of glad I got the extra clip just in case it did. But anyway, I think the game is good. There's a lot of things that the game is doing on a technical level, and it's doing with procedural generation that I find really impressive, especially when you consider that it's only 14 people that made the game. Uh, and the sense of discovery throughout the game is really what makes the game shine for me. Uh, but I can understand why people are turned off by the game simply because there really is like the main bulk of the game is just mining the same materials over and over and over to just slowly upgrade your stuff. And for some people, that's boring. And for me, that can be tedious at times, but uh, all the discovery that you just find throughout exploring the universe is what makes the game worth it, in my opinion. Uh, but yeah, those are my thoughts. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, for me, the game is worth the $60, but that's up for you to decide. And I can completely understand if for you this game is not worth the $60, but uh, I think that's all I have to say. So anyway, that is it for this episode. Well, sorry, I'm still in Let's Play mode. That's it for this video. Review, I guess, or this is kind of a discussion. Well, a one-person discussion. We'll discuss in the comments if you've been playing the game and your thoughts and what you thought about the video. I am off track now. I guess it's time to end the video. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked what you've seen, you can go ahead and like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more video game reviews, vlogs, let's plays, streams, and all that good gaming stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.